Yes, guys, welcome back to another stream. Wow. 57 minutes away. We got the deadline. Hello to Johan. Eddie's in the house. We'll speak captaincy. Good morning to Jason and FPL James. Who's buying Janny a watch for Christmas? I don't need a watch, mate. I just need your presents. I just need your actual presents, not presents. Good morning, guys and girls. It's Proj. Hello, guys. Ahmad was a must-buy for Proj. Yeah, I mean, I've been raving about Ahmad for weeks. Why didn't I buy him? Good morning, British 87. Glad to see coffee in the house. Got my tea here. Had a coffee already this morning at like 6 a.m. It's now 10. Slurping away. I bought an Enzo and it feels like I've shopped in Poundland. No, James, trust me. You're good. You're good. The World Cup winner, Enzo, might I add. How old was he when he won the World Cup? Like 21 or something? Good morning, G, Freddie. I don't actually know how old Enzo is. Someone let me know in the chat. Hello to everyone. I've got some big decisions to make this week. I'm very likely using it. My options are on the bottom of the screen. We'll speak about them in more detail, but it's like option one, I can roll a transfer. This is my current team. Option two, I bin off Dominic Decoy and bring in Solanke. And bring in Raul Jimenez. Or option three, bin off Dom Decoy and bring in Nicholas Jackson. So let's see. Proj, that's very kind of you, mate. Rallying the troops together. Enzo's 23. Yes, he would have been 21 when he won the World Cup. Yeah, Proj says, get those likes and subscribes in, people. Well, that's kind of you, mate. That's very kind of you. So look, I want to answer your questions today. I want the stream to be about you guys. Let me turn my light on. Hang on. Probably doesn't even make a difference. So yeah, I want to ask questions. So get them in. Goal. What? There's a goal in the chat. What does that mean? Make super chat more fun with a goal. Set a goal to engage your audience in a new way. Oh, I don't need to do that. You can ask. How I'll celebrate? Oh, let's just try it. I've never seen this before. I will play pool. How I'll celebrate? I'll just play pool. The timer is 45 minutes. The total is any color. So, and let's say 5 super chats. Okay, fun. Let's just see how. I've never seen. Well, I saw it on Chasing Green Arrows, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" Okay, there we go. Funky. Right. I thought someone had set that for me. I didn't realise. Right, João Pedro or Rogers? João Pedro, right? João Pedro this week. It's away at West Ham. I mean, guys, we need to talk about. Like, before we talk about specifics, let's talk a little bit about the fixtures, shall we? Because this then helps the masses rather than the self-indulgent chat of what should I do with my team. Here are the fixtures from Rob T in terms of the spread markets. Follow Rob T on Twitter if you're interested in how the bookies rate the fixture. These are useful metrics. I never say go off these wholeheartedly. I think they're cool to use as a bit of a visual guide. For example, let me just explain them. Aston Villa versus Man City. The bookies think that game will finish 2 goals to Man City and just about 1 goal to Villa. If Villa were more than 1.5, they'd be saying it'd be a 2-all draw. So it's going to be tight. It's either going to be a draw, a 1-all draw, a 2-all draw, or 2-1 City. According to the bookies, they think City will score 1.75 goals and Villa 1.4. They think City have got a 24% chance of a clean sheet. Often with the clean sheet odds, we don't see above 50, very rarely. Like you might get one team a game week max. So far, the favourites for a clean sheet this game week look like Arsenal at 44, which is, Fulham at 40, fine. But then it's pretty much slim pickings. Like, what are Liverpool for a clean sheet? 21%, Spurs are 9% for a clean sheet. Wow. They did keep a clean sheet against Spurs. Is Cunha playing this weekend is a really big question. Yeah, as things stand, we have to assume he is. Of course, there could be a surprise, but from what Wolves have told us, he's available. Like, we assume he's available. Of course, he's been charged, but he hasn't been banned, and there's a difference. I expect the ban will come very soon, but it doesn't look like it will come. Surely office hours. It's got to be like Monday to 6 p.m. There could be a ban at 1 p.m. today. Who knows? I'm really going to need your help. I never go onto deadline streams going, I don't know what I'm going to do. I lock my team in usually the day before. I usually do a team section where I'm like, this is definitely what I'm doing. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't like it. I don't like talking through my team just on my streams, like in detail. You're going to have to help me, guys. Morning to Gucci's in the house. Proj is in. Loads from our WhatsApp group. Paul's in. Team for today, looking good. Iwobi, he's been ticking along nicely. Good morning, Paul, mate. Hope you're good. Can City continue their current form? Maybe. I mean, look, when we look at... Yeah, Freddie makes a good point. Of course, like, it's not an absolute gimme that Cunha plays. So be happy with your first sub, yeah? Be happy with your first sub. Let me show you my team as things stand. I've got Rodgers first sub, which, to be fair, Rodgers is all right this week, isn't he? I could even start Rodgers over João Pedro. At the moment, I've got João Pedro in. But this is with rolling the fixture. This is with Dom Solanke. I might poll in a minute. You might just get your comments. We want to keep the poll up because the poll up at the moment is really good to see. Do you own Jackson or Isak? Some own both. 20% of you are on both. Around a third of you are on one or the other, and only 20% don't own one of them. That's where I'm at today. But one of my options, let's go through them. They're at the bottom of the screen. So let's go through them in detail, right? I want you to give me an option in the chat. Please, everyone, just say option 1, 2, or 3 and why, and one sentence why. I'd love that. So my decisions this week, on the bottom of the screen and on screen, is option 1, simply roll the transfer. If I do that, I've got 2 frees next week where I can then swap out a Cunha or a Solanke and bring a Jota in, okay? And bring a Jota in. Jota has Leicester at home and I really want to punt there. It would mean Morgan Rodgers out though. Option 2 is selling Solanke to Raul Jimenez. That opens up a world of opportunity. Next week, I can then go Cunha to Isak, Cunha to Jackson, or Rodgers to Jota, whatever. Gives me options, gives me loads of options. Or option 3, which is to go with a guy that I really, really rate this season. And I think he's actually been a little bit underlooked. Nicholas Jackson has 1 point fewer than Chris Wood. He is 89 points. Haaland's on 100 for top goal scoring forwards. Nicholas Jackson's got 9 more points than Isak. Nicholas Jackson's on 9 goals, 4 assists this season versus Isak. So 9 and 4 for Jackson versus 7 and 4. Jackson's also got the better fixtures. Yes, he has the yellow card thing, but that's wiped after 19 anyway, or it doesn't come into effect. So that's option 3. If I go Jackson, though, it limits me a little bit. Next week, I then don't have a route to Isak. I don't have a route to Jota. I'd be left with 0.1 in the bank. Of course, I can sell Cunha to a different forward. Fine. But it's a tough gig. I don't know. It's tricky. It's really, really tricky. What do you think, guys? Option 1, 2, or 3. James likes option 3, which is on the screen. 3, your team's best as Jackson. You might not even want Jota next week. Absolutely. I don't know. I need to see what minutes he gets today or this weekend. Bring Isak, but thinking Greaves, Castagna. Ben, I'm going to get to you in a sec. I'm just doing a little bit of self-indulgent my team at the moment. Spin the wheel. Oh, Gucci. I take FPL far too seriously to let a wheel spin influence my decision. It's fun to do it, but no. I literally lose sleep over this game. I'm not spinning any wheels. Just can't. I can't even comprehend doing that. Like tossing a coin, spinning a wheel. I'd love to say do it, and I sometimes tell others to do it, but no. I haven't got the minerals to do that myself. Option 1. Option 1 is to roll. Jonathan says roll. DJ Tone says roll. Jota won't keep fit. Probably not. Honestly, I do want Dominic Decoy out. I do want Decoy Solanke out. Of course I do. He's been rubbish. Oh, guys. You're going to have to help me out here. I'm struggling. I'm actually like completely torn. Do you know what it is? Rolling seems to be the sensible one, but I feel like I've not been aggressive enough this season. And I'm usually pretty damn aggressive with FPL. Like, well, certainly before I was making content. Option 2, says Ryan. Let's hear Ryan out here because I really respect his viewpoint. More future paths if you go with option 2. Option 2 was Raul Jimenez, right? Raul Jimenez, better option than Solanke this week. Money in the future, not stacked up on Chelsea. No one else has said option 2. And to be fair, I think it's the one I most like. I then can, yeah, maybe because of, yeah. And option 3 is limited. Option 3 is limited because Jackson and Trent with that midfield, as you quite rightly say. Roll and bench Solanke. No, can't do that. James, if I roll, there's a very good chance Rodgers comes into the 11 over Solanke, to be fair. I think it's time to sell Dominant Decoy. No Fulham, you're asking for trouble. Well, option 2 is Fulham. And let me just show you the goal scoring. This is, again, bookies odds from Rob T. Check him out on Twitter. The bookies think Raul Jimenez is the 3rd most likely goal scorer this week. How nuts is that? You're never going to see that in a game week. Raul Jimenez 3rd. There is talk that Meniz could start. I don't see that either. Fulham, by the way, play on Sunday against Southampton, who Southampton had a midweek fixture. It's a live game on Sky, which helps. Yeah. Who do we look at in this list and think the goal scoring markets in this fixture are ridiculously high for them? Where do you look at and go, oh, that's generous? I'd say Højlund. Like, he doesn't score many. Bournemouth are quite good. And look, he might not even start. I do like the Fulham matchup, not going to lie. Jimenez in. Do I like this team? This gives me like this team with Raul Jimenez in, just so you're all aware, because I haven't got it on the screen in terms of bank balance. Let's see my bank balance. And by the way, with Raul Jimenez, let me just manage expectations with anyone buying Raul Jimenez. He usually comes off at 70 to 75 minutes. He hasn't played 90 in like 6-7 game weeks. He should start 2 of the next 3. Fulham play Sunday, Thursday, Sunday. Gives me, if I go Raul Jimenez, 2.9 in the bank. 2.9 in the bank allows me Rodgers to Jota, if I want to go Rodgers to Jota next week. Like, look at this team with Jota in. Yes, please. Leicester at home. I could bench Raul Jimenez, Chelsea away. And then I've still got 0.8 in the bank. That 0.8 doesn't go very far, though. Like, that gives you Cunha up to a 7.7 forward, of which there isn't any. Havertz 7.9, interesting. Mateta 7.2 though. Not a bad entry point for Mateta. Those selling Cunha, by the way, in a couple of weeks could get on a Mateta from 19. Southampton at home, Chelsea at home, Leicester away, West Ham away, Brentford home. It's a good run. I think I've got to sell Solanke. It's too complacent to roll. I either need to commit to Nicholas Jackson. And by committing to Nicholas Jackson, it's no Jota. But look, Morgan Rodgers is a perfectly good FPL option. Do I need Jota? As James mentioned, I might not even want Jota next week. Sorry, guys, you're just watching me like stress on my team. Let's answer some questions, shall we? Bench Eze or Gvardiol? Oh, sorry, Enzo. I'd bench Gvardiol. It could be hard to get a mid-price striker in future, either Raul or Pedro in your team. Yeah. Don't get Jota. Jota could be a flop or genius. Exactly. It's all about the risk-reward with Jota because he is there. Captain Palmer or Salah? Guys, we'll do a poll. I reckon the vast majority of you are captaining Salah, right? I didn't realise it was even topical really today. By the way, before we do that poll, there's 158 of you watching. Thank you. I would love to get to 25,000 subscribers. I'm on 24.9k. 24.9. It's not going to happen. Well, maybe it does, but I need I need 85 of you to subscribe. So even if 5 of you do it, let's get me to 25k before Christmas. I think we can do that. 25k before Christmas. Come on, hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. If we get to 25k today, I'll give 5 memberships. Right, new poll. New poll. Start a poll. So the poll is who are you captaining this game week? It's literally a 2-horse race, isn't it? Is anyone doing anyone else? Palmer, Salah, any other options? There must be, but some will go Isak. I don't think I would, but let's just do other. No, I don't think Saka's a captain away at Selhurst Park. Maybe, but not for me. Yeah, Salah's going Isak. Salah's going to be so highly done. Not one of you hit the subscribe button. You're all subscribed already, aren't you? Thank you, guys. Ipswich aren't bad at home, I agree. What's Everton's home form like? I would be benching. Oh, they're good options. You can't bench Ahmad, can't bench Cunha, can't bench Gordon. You have to bench João Pedro, mate, Harry. Everton at home this season. Come on, let's know the numbers. Let's know the numbers, Janny. I should know this just off the top of my head, but so we know they've been keeping cleans. They have played at home. They lost 3-0 to Brighton, conceded 3 to Bournemouth, 1 to Palace, clean sheet against Newcastle. This is all at home. Conceded 1 to Fulham, conceded 0 to Brentford, conceded 0 to Wolves. Last 2 home games, they've kept clean sheets. They actually haven't, they've only conceded 1 every home game other than early in the season when they conceded 2 to Bournemouth and 3 to Brighton. So they've been good at home since the first couple of game weeks. Excuse me. Yeah, Ipswich can't win at home, but they're playing well. Remember the game against United the other day? Portman Road, they're the better team. Pick for the clean sheet. No, Paul. Chelsea are scoring bags of goals. That's why I've got Enzo and Palmer, maybe Jackson too. Isak or Salah for the armband? Sander, I think Salah. I don't think this is a week to try and be funky with it. Like, trust me, I try to go funky a lot. This isn't a week for it. 77% of you are captaining Salah as well. Don't let effective ownership influence your captaincy decision. Go with the guy you think will get the most points. But just know that ownership is ridiculous. What you have for Christmas dinner? Pheasant or partridge? I actually don't know, because we're going to Cam's sisters, and I know it's not turkey. I don't know what it is, but I know it's not turkey. I don't know if it's pheasant or partridge. It's not turkey though. Yeah, Legend says, I've been watching Everton for a long time. They're annoying in defence. Look, if it's all about if Chelsea score first. If Chelsea score early and first, it could be messy. Right, let's look how the bookies have it. They've got Chelsea scoring 2+ goals. They are the best attack in the league, guys. Never thought I'd say it's having 3 Chelsea players, if you asked me last season. Quite right, John. Quite right. You wouldn't. I don't like this. Honestly, remind me never to come on a deadline stream not having at least I got captaincy sorted, but I always know my transfers. I don't do the whole, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's watch my stream until the last 2 minutes. Sometimes that's legit and sometimes it's for views. Not from me, from others, right? I don't do that. But today I'm doing it, which means it's 100% legit. option. I mean, not that you're watching anyway. 168 of you. Thank you to those that are watching me. I need to do deadline streams more often and try and build an audience on this slot, because when I do deadline streams, no one watches because you're all watching the big YouTubers, and I get it. They do every single Saturday morning without fail, and I've done what 5, 6 this season. I need to up my game really. I don't think I did a deadline stream until game week 6. Those just busy Saturdays, man. Busy Saturday mornings. I'm not in at Sky today, no. Thanks, Bill. Paul was very kind of you, mate. Do you know what? I don't mind a small group. Small group's fine. It means I get to know you all. Oh, do they? The big YouTubers only talk about. I have obviously seen them before. I don't watch them, obviously. So certainly on deadline streams, I don't watch them. So I don't really know. Is it just about their team? No, they must be answering questions. What do you think of Ahmad for Bruno? Yeah, save the 3.5 million. Set your team, guys. No, you've still got 36 minutes. The deadline's 11, not 10:30. Off core and Gucci in the chat. Paul, if the movement's screaming at you, you got a roll. Your team is strong. Gucci, it's Solanke though, man. This team sucks. Solanke's rubbish. Solanke, I'd much rather Jimenez this week, I think. I just don't want to limit myself. FPL brain is appreciated. That's nice of you. Get rid of Cunha. No, Cunha's going to play. Cunha or Hall. Start them both. Find a way. Good evening in Australia. Look, to all you that like this time slot, you'll know I do Sunday morning streams, right? That are the streams that people do watch. Can't play 15 players. I know, but the screen grab was a better fit for the screen by going this view. I do have that's how I'm set up. Do I think Madueke starts? No, I reckon it'll be Neto and Sancho. Rodgers over Johnson. Yep. Not at Sky, but you're with us. Lucky you. Yeah. To be fair, Ryan, I don't like going to Sky every week. It's too far to drive. If I get to Sky on a Saturday morning, which is like every other weekend, it's 5 hours in the car. 5 hours in the car versus rolling into my study. Oh, James, thanks for sending the stats on that. Everton are bad at home. James, don't DM them to me. Put them in the group chat. Others want to see that. Yes, Everton have conceded 1.3 goals at home versus away they're conceding 0.9. Interesting. Not much in it, but interesting. Oh, Proj, get on them, mate. Get on them. And DJ Tone. Your Sunday morning streams are the best. Thanks, Kevin. They are really good. Oh, really? Where is Sky Studios? It's near Brentford, Isleworth, but it's just after Brentford. It's really close to the Brentford Stadium. I drive past it. It's 5 minutes. Is there a name set on the back of that Brazil shirt? Oh, what do you reckon? What do you reckon, guys? Is there a name set on the back of the Brazil shirt? You know it. You absolutely know it. Of course. There's not on that. There's not on that. There's not on that. There is on this. Mihailovic, random. Great at free kicks. I've probably got name sets on only about a third of my shirts, I'd say. Probably about a third. It's so much more expensive when you have a name set on them. Yeah, they're about from a fellow lefty to another. FPL fella is left-footed, loves left back. So yeah, RIP Mihailovic. Yeah, quite right, Giovanni. Yeah, should I stick with Bruno? Bruno's been great. I sold him last week and I lost big points. You've got to get 10. Someone asked a super chat that I've missed. Oh, Bill, it's very kind of you, mate. Love the deadline stream. G. Play Enzo, Johnson, or Raul Jimenez. Honestly, I'd sell Johnson. There's a 50% chance he starts. Like Johnson's not nailed now because it's either Maddison or Johnson. It'll be Kulu and Mads in the middle, or it will be Mads and Johnson on the right, or it will be Kulu on the right, Mads in the middle, but no Brennan. So I think you sell Johnson, and if you keep him, then bench him. Leaning towards roll up the Chelsea. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't sound like you'll need a transfer. No way. He's in Qatar this week, so maybe he was flying from Heathrow to Qatar. He's there in Qatar with Buffon and Pirlo and a few others, Chiellini. Exempt of Robinson, who is locked in that Fulham defence. The Fulham starting defence. Anderson's back, whether or not he starts. Bassey's been injured. I need to check his status, but definitely the fullbacks will be Castagna because Tete's out for 10 weeks. Castagna at 4.2 is a great buy. I had a dream Castagna outscored. Chow G says balls deep. Nice to see you've moved those balls on the table. I'm in the same boat. Yeah, my daughter sometimes rolls them around a bit. I certainly don't play. This is my first ever game week in England. Gucci, I forget you're in England, man. You're up in Borough though. If you were anywhere near me, I'd jump in the car and drive for an hour or two, but not 4. That's 8. You know, Gucci, how long are you left in England, man? That can't be right. 188 viewers and 3 likes. It's got to be wrong, isn't it? It's got to be wrong. Definitely bringing Isak in now, but wondering if I should take a -4 to bring in Castagna. No, just bring him in next week. I'm not a huge fan of the 4s, you know that, Ben. Although, look, the WhatsApp group love a 4. And you're in there, so it's hard. It's 85 likes. There we go. We're not going to get to 25k subs, are we? 25k subs would be awesome before Christmas. Yeah, who are the upsets then? Where are the upsets coming from? When we look at the fixtures, where have the bookies got it wrong? Personally, I think Villa should be favourites versus City, or certainly level pegging. Close. I think they've got that a bit generous in Man City's favour. I'd have that like 1.4, 1.5 to Man City. Slightly higher than Villa, maybe. Ipswich Newcastle feels right. They all obviously feel right. They're the bookies' odds for a reason. Oh, I'd say Bournemouth deserves to be a little bit higher. Closer to United. So the bookies have got it wrong for me. I'd have Man City at 1.5. Just putting that in the chat. Get yours in. I'd have Bournemouth at, say, 1.6. I'd have them definitely higher, Bournemouth. Definitely closer to Man United. Brentford Forest feels right. West Ham, Brighton feels right. Yeah, they all feel right to me. That's why they're the bookies' odds, other than those 2. Oh, Ryan, mate, that is very generous. Merry Christmas, G. Back for a work Christmas do an hour ago. Wanted to stay up and catch the stream. Oh, man. Ryan, that's so lovely of you. I would love this to be a valuable stream for you to watch, but I fear that it's probably not. I don't have much to talk about today in terms of breaking FPL news or anything like that. I do have my dilemma, but that's very self-indulgent. And Ryan said option 2, and I'm not forgetting that. I might be going with option 2. I think that makes complete sense. Option 2, I'll go through in a minute, guys, is Raul Jimenez in for Solanke, keeping me flexible moving forward. But Ryan, sending your appreciation for the year is so lovely. I've loved having you in the WhatsApp. So thank you more than you thanking me, genuinely. Yeah, of course, there's draw. A Kanji own goal. Diaz is out, remember? Yeah. Yeah, round of applause, Ryan, mate. Ryan's in Calgary. I hate my dilemmas this week. Actually hate them. You know what they say, if in doubt, roll. If in doubt, roll is just too... I haven't got any music on. Someone commented saying you need to get the music on. If it's too loud, let me know. Soothes me. Also means you don't hear my daughter going, Daddy! Jesus, Ryan, go to bed. I'm not worth it. Nah, you're staying up to the deadline in case there's anything breaking. I get it. And look, if there is any breaking news, of course, we'll get it to you. The early kick of today's Man City. Do we get a team leak? Probably. Probably. My God, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly confirmed to have an exhibition fight on March the 16th in Dubai against Rio Ferdinand, the footballer. I ain't even joking. Tell you what. That foot weight difference. Is music annoying or not? I think it's a bit loud. Yeah, Rio. He is literally 3 times the size of Money Mayweather. It's some of the fights, man. I'm a boxing fan, but some of the fights, I can't. It's hard to take it serious. It's not what I want to watch sport. That's not sport. Come on then, guys. What am I doing? Should we do a Should we do a poll for me? Because I do need it. And the captaincy poll was pointless. Of course you all did. Of course you all did. Hello. What's going on? I do this all on a 13-inch MacBook, and it's quite evident, isn't it? I've got a monitor, I've just not set it up yet. Honestly. Yeah. I was looking for a super chat because I think someone's asked a super chat and I've missed it. Smack 'em! Let's just hit the window cleaner and the bin men. Oh, what? That is so nice, Mackham. I tipped the postman, not the bin men, because they were really shitty about taking my green wheelie bin, even when I, because it was slightly too full. I was like, you're not coming in 2 months. So yeah, no tip for them. But the postman got one. Don't forget to tip your content creator. P.S. Don't sell Solanke sexy is back. Oh, Mackham, I can't. Wish I hadn't read that last bit. Thank you, mate. That is so generous. Cunha's playing, yeah. Cunha's playing. So I need to do a poll. The poll is literally option 1. What does Janny do? Does he roll? That's keep Solanke. Sell Solanke. Or do I sell Solanke by Jackson? Obviously, sell Solanke by Jimenez gives me money in the bank. I just can't write it. Money in the bank for Jota or whoever. Who knows who I want to buy next week? We change our mind all the bloody time, don't we? That's FPL for you. Option 2 says Ben. Yeah, I mean, look, let me show you options on screen. That is option 1 on screen. Solanke out. Option 2 is Solanke out for Raul Jimenez. Option 1 is Solanke in. Option 2 is Raul Jimenez. Money in the bank for Jota. Option 3 is Nicholas Jackson in, but then limited for next week. But triple Chelsea attack, which could be fun. You are voting. Oh wow, this is a tight one. Okay, this is ridiculously tight. I was actually really willing to go with like a majority vote here. So where's the music on? It's back. Sammy's in the house. Yes, Sammy. Hope you're well, man. Money for a manager G if you get Jackson. If I get Jackson, I've got 0.1 in the bank left over. Yeah. Oh wow, 60 votes. Roll keep Solanke is 30%. By Jimenez 27. By Jackson 42. All right, I'm changing the poll. Changing the poll to just one of my buys. Let's see how you vote, knowing I'm selling Solanke. So let's say, right. Okay, I'm selling Solanke for. So do I go for Jackson? 0.1 left in the bank. Let me explain it further. Or Jimenez, 3 mil banked to buy Jota next. Does that change your vote? Get voting. The poll is up. Yeah, but how funny would that be, Freddie? If Sankey does bang, it'll be amazing. It'll be amazing chat on Monday on CJ. Jota won't disappoint. He's amazing. He's got Leicester. Just need to see how comfortable I am with the actual future transfers of my team. If Jimenez comes in, by the way, if Jimenez comes in, I can get Isak next week. Like, that's not a bad entry. It doesn't even have to be Jota. It doesn't have to be Jota. It's just by buying Jimenez, it gives me a ton of options. Like, I could go Cunha out next week, Isak in. What's the entry point for Isak next week? Aston Villa at home, nice fixture, right? Or I go Rodgers out. Rodgers does have Leicester and Brighton at home after Newcastle away. Let's see. Here's how much I want Jota tonight. I really don't know how I feel about Jota. I know I want him for Leicester. I just don't know how I trust his minutes moving forward. As in, when you've been out for so long, I've no doubt his first choice. Just when you've been out for so long, like, do they have to wrap him up in cotton wool? Probably. But he's had 2 cameos back. Won't start today. It's tomorrow against Spurs. And then it's Boxing Day. He's just so good, isn't he, Jota? As a 7.2 mid. Yeah, you always got to have an exit strategy for Jota. You're quite right. But they're not injured till they're injured, Sammy. We have to remember that. Poll isn't helping me. How does it look on screen without Jimenez? Looks like that. By going Jackson, I kiss goodbye to Jota. And I kiss goodbye to Isak. But it does get me Jackson. The plan was always Jackson. And then I keep Rodgers. And I don't go Jota, but I have Rodgers. By having Rodgers, I then get the Brighton and Leicester home games in 1920. If I buy Jackson, let me show you my route. I'm coming around to the idea of Jackson as well. I'm honestly, the poll isn't helping, and I probably knew that'd be the case. Guys, by the way, I would love to get to 25,000 subs before Christmas. Can you get me there? 25k before Christmas. Come on. I'm 24.9. 24.9 subs. You see that now. So let's see the team. My future plan. So Jackson in this team on screen now. What would I do next week? I'm not selling anyone, am I? Probably just roll the transfer, to be honest. Which is a good thing. I'm going to need transfers rolled. The plan eventually would be to sell Cunha. Do you know what I think I'd do with this team? Jackson's in. I don't obviously go next week. I'll probably then keep midfield, keep Cunha for Man United, even if he's suspended, you bench or whatever. And then after Ipswich, Saka then after Ipswich. He has Crystal Palace, Ipswich. After that, Saka, I'd be open to selling for Brentford, Brighton, Spurs, Villa. Tough run, right? If I sell Saka after Ipswich, I can then sell Cunha to Isak. And the entry point then for Isak would be Man United away, Tottenham away. But then it's an unbelievable run for Isak. And then I could jump off any midfielder of my choosing. That's an option. And then Rodgers just stays. Do you know what? I don't hate it. Baby Jackson's on. And then I get Jackson and Isak. Is my mic loose? Is that better? I think it was. You've gone underwater. It's Jimenez or Jackson. I'm selling Jota. I've decided I'm selling Solanke. I'm not having another week. Not another week. So guys, get voting in the poll. Let's have a look at Jackson's fixtures. Will Jackson play all three? Will Jackson play all three? How do the bookies have Jackson for goals, by the way? They've got Palmer higher than Jackson. Obviously pens, but it's the minutes as well. Palmer plays 90, Jackson doesn't. Is there going to be a new manager bounce at Southampton? Probably not. Gabby Jesus after midweek. Honestly, Sam, even after a hat-trick, I can't guarantee he starts. You'd think he does. You'd think Gabby Jesus starts, but he could start on the left and Havertz down the middle, right? Gabby Jesus is an option moving forward, though. Have to add that. Like, I could go Gabby Jesus next week, couldn't I? He's 6.7. Just bring him in for Ipswich. If you think Gabby Jesus is going to start at Ipswich, you could literally bring him in for Ipswich. They play Saturday, Friday, Wednesday. Really good spacing. Really good spacing for Arsenal. Imagine Gabby Jesus. So I could buy Jackson. If I did buy Jackson, by the way, for Solanke, that gives me 0.1 in the bank. I could go Cunha out next week. And that gives me 7 million to spend on a forward. Gabby Jesus is 6.7. And I do have an Arsenal spot. Don't hate it. If we think he's starting. Oh, of course, very kind of you, mate. What I think we're going to see with Gabby Jesus is because of the goals he got in the week. If he performs in any Premier League cameos he has and gets a start, or gets a start and performs, I think we're going to see him on the left. That left-hand spot for Arsenal has been up for grabs all season, and it's been to and fro between Martinelli and Trossard. Well, Gabby Jesus we've seen get minutes there, and I don't think Havertz is being benched anytime soon. Arteta loves Kai. I love Kai. Mackham says, do I bench João Pedro or Enzo? Honestly, I think I'd be benching João Pedro, which sounds mental. Bookies have João Pedro at 0.5 goals, 40% likely to score. The bookies would say like how they've got Brighton to score 1.8, Chelsea to score 2.05. It's just a share of goals, obviously. I would genuinely, the way Chelsea are playing right now, be tempted to go. Look, I'm tempted to go triple Chelsea attack. I am backing them. So this week, that Solanke is going to be Jackson or out Jimenez. Means I'm benching Rodgers. Just in case Cunha is banned. Who knows? Like, we might get told about the Cunha ban after the deadline. Unlikely, I think. Who should I play, Castagna or Pedro? Pedro. Always back the attacker. 9 times out of 10. Triple Chelsea attack or Jimenez? Oh, it's so 50-50. I'm starting Pedro over Rodgers. Guys, what about goalkeepers, by the way? Oh, Christ, I've got 12 minutes. I'm actually stressed. I've got Sells Fabianski. I haven't even thought about that. And like, again, with regard to clean sheets, Sells, not in Forest, they're 20% likely for a clean sheet. Fabianski, 17. Did Brighton score? Brighton have got to score, haven't they? Did West Ham concede big XG last game? Let me just check the XGC of West Ham. I think they were bad. I know it was a 1-1 draw, but didn't they concede loads of chances? Let me just check this quickly. There's Bournemouth, West Ham. West Ham conceded, 1.93. They were on the road. What did West Ham do last game? Before that? Who did they play before that, West Ham? Wolves. That's it. They played Wolves and they conceded at home. Yeah, still 1.4 XG. Versus Forest. They're just a good defence, man. Like, you watched Forest at home to Villa last week, and I look at it and just go, it's so unlucky to get a clean sheet wipeout. Like, I think Villa had an XG of 0.4. There you go. Unbelievable. John Duran header goal. And then outside of that, if I look at Forest's last few games, like expected goals conceded, let's have a look. They went to Brentford. No, they've got Brentford this weekend. What am I talking about? Forest went to Man United. How did that game go? 1 point. Yeah, Forest conceded 1.4 XG. Yeah. Okay. United were good. 10-minute Claxon, yeah. Oh, Sells. They played Man City before that, didn't they? Wow, City did clock 3 XG, but that's City. They always clock XG. Save, yeah, I mean, Brentford always score at home. Sammy's our resident Brentford fan. Forest can see, but how many saves in that? Yeah. If in doubt, do nothing. If I go Jackson, there is no route to Jota. But maybe that's okay. I'm going to be so annoyed at myself if Jota starts as well. 12 goals in 6 games. Yeah, they've played them at both Manchester teams. But yeah. Get it. Oh, God. I need to look at my team, don't I? What am I doing then? Am I doing Jacko or am I doing... Guys, give me some compelling stuff in the chat. Why to go Jacko or why to go Jimenez? I'm selling Solanke. But who to? Which one? Stressed. See you later, Dom. Dominic Decoy, get in the bin. Am I going to be able to watch this game? I don't even know. Chelsea Everton's not even on TV. Jackson's good, don't he? Let's look at the Chelsea fixtures for Jackson rests moving forward. It's Sunday, Thursday, Monday, but then what's it after that? Is it a week off? Sunday, Thursday, Monday, sorry. And then it's a Saturday. And then it's FA Cup against Morecambe, where obviously Nkunku starts. Oh, my gay. Gee. I think you want Raul Jimenez. We're very poor this Friday, yeah. So that's not ball. They do affect future moves, yeah. If I go Raul Jimenez, it gives me the option for Jota. Jackson's great away from home. Coin toss, yeah. Salah captain. 54% of you have said Jackson. I think I'm going to do it. I have said Jackson all week, like for the last few. My team section yesterday, I said if Cunha's playing, which we think he is, I'm going to go Jackson. And Meniz is going to start a game. I mean, Jackson could miss a game too, but I think I need to back how good Chelsea are on attack, you know. Let's do it. Should we do it? Jota's XG. Jackson's XG is good. Should we do it? 6-minute warning. What's Ali done? Ali's in the WhatsApp group. Oh, Ali's gone Saka captain. Big cool, my guy. Right. Let's do Jackson in. I think. I've done it. I've done it. Jackson's in. This is my team. Who do I bench? I'm benching Rodgers. João Pedro starts. I've done it. I've done it. Thank you, 55% who voted. Do I go Fabianski or Sales? I love that crazy cool Sammy. I've gone white as a sheet. Oh my God, I've done it. Guys, I need help with the goalkeepers. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. I think I've got Fabianski in, but I've been getting goalkeepers wrong a lot. Just posting my team on Instagram because I promise that that's what I'll do every week before the deadline. So if you can't ever catch me on YouTube and want to know my streams, want to know my team, I always put it on Insta before the deadline. I feel sick. Fabianski home fixture. I think I'm just going home. They'll both get save points, won't they? All right, I think you've sold me. A lot of you are saying Fabianski. Thank you. Do you know what, can you help me? Can you do a quick poll? Just start a poll. Which GK? Go voting. You got a minute. I love Isak. I didn't have the money for him, so I didn't have to decide. It was Jackson or Jimenez for me. 2 of the 3, João Pedro, Evan Nilsson, Rodgers. Or I'd bench Evan Nilsson just, I think. Who's captain? I'd captain Salah. Any quick questions? Get them in. I want to answer your questions, guys. Fabianski might be too good. Save points. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I think I'm with you. It won't be captain. It's bold, but okay. Why not? I benched Pedro over Rodgers. City rubbish. Oh, what do you reckon? I'm going to João Pedro. I've said João Pedro all week over Rodgers. I'm happy with that one. And yeah, thank you for voting, guys. You're saying Fabianski, which is good because that's where I was also going. Fabianski or Pickford? Probably Fabianski. Starting Pedro or Fabianski? Both. Yeah, I'm locking in. I'm locking in, baby. I'm locking in. If you've enjoyed the stream, then thanks. But apologies for the lack of insight. What's Luke saying? Been patient about what? Luke, if you really want to get your question answered, mate, there's ways. Start Cole or Saliba. I don't see every comment. Saliba. Love crunch endings. Well, some do it for the drama. I'm not here for that. Yeah, she's getting very excited. We're about to go out, so I need to run. I'll definitely be there Sunday morning. Do not miss it. You know my Sunday morning streams are my best. I always say it. Guys, thank you for anyone that sent a super chat today. Thank you for you all for watching. I have locked in. Thank you for those that maybe have subscribed as well. I don't think we're going to get 25k by Christmas, though, are we? We're going to get close. We're going to get close. Sunday morning is the nuts. Yeah, it's great. It was insightful enough. Thanks, mate. Getting a haircut this afternoon was a good man, Sammy. Good luck, everyone. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Decoy has left the building. Decoy has left the building. You're good, Luke. No worries, man. Chisel, start Hall of Trent. Well, it's too late now. Deadline's gone. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I would love you on the way out to hit that subscribe button to get 25k by Christmas. But I will see you Sunday morning for the best stream of the week, 9:30 a.m. UK time. Do not miss it.